cable weight or anything else.
All right, friends, it's T-Man. I'm looking at a live stream by Vegan Gains.
Yeah, I only just recently got the belt squat machine, so I've been doing some cable rows. But like, yeah.
He just said that he doesn't eat anything, very low calories. He doesn't eat, and this guy's complaining why doesn't he eat protein or something like that. He's on steroids, dude. That's why. That's why he's taking steroids. So yeah, he's eating very little amounts of food.
90% of what I'm doing, it's all free weights.
Technically, all he uses is just straight up free weights. And I will tell you for a fact that nothing builds muscle quicker than free weights. It's what I did.
That's bullshit. Weights don't build muscles. This guy's a fucking... I don't know where he comes up with this shit. That is absolutely bullshit. Protein builds muscle when it outpaces protein breakdown. He's full of shit.
What I used in order to build my base up.
He's lying. He's lying.
The reason why I'm so big is mostly not just the drug. It's the
Anybody that tells you weights build muscle are full of shit. They're liars.
fact that, in the late 90s and early 2000s and on.
Weights break muscles down. They break proteins down, but they open a window for protein synthesis. But that doesn't mean because there's a window open, if you didn't exceed breakdown, then it's worthless. You're not building any contractile proteins. It's a lie.
The only thing I ever used was free weights. I used free weights and I used kettlebells. Now I did have total gym machine. I was featured in the magazine. So naturally
So what?
use a total gym on my off days, but I mainly use free weights.
You use free weights to do what? Build muscles? Out of what? Out of thin air? How does a piece of metal build a muscle? This is just ridiculous.
I think machines definitely have a place. I'm planning on getting more machines.
Dude, muscles are post-mitotic. They do not build. You can only hypertrophy muscles, and there's only 3 ways they could hypertrophy. Well, there's many other ways, but those are very artificial, okay? Like bruising or something. You got inflammatory response, okay? These people coming in often. Then you have sarcoplasmic hypertrophy and myofibular hypertrophy. Those are the only 2 hypertrophies you can get. One is not regulated by anything, sarcoplasmic. It's based when glycogen exceeds glycogen breakdown, and it's filled with these non-contractile proteins like organelles and a bunch of stuff in glycogen. The other one is based on protein. When it exceeds protein breakdown, you increase myofibular growth.
I think especially when you have to deal with physical problems like injuries, like machines end up becoming.
And the training is very specific for each case, for sarcoplasmic to myofibular. It's very specific. One is based on the IMD, the other one is based on the pump training.
Extremely valuable, but the bread and butter.
Here's a question. Can you get both of them at the same time? Yeah, especially in the eccentric. Yeah, because that's what damages muscles. And that's the trigger and the primary driver of myofibular growth is when protein outpaces protein breakdown, positive nitrogen balance.
Or meat and potatoes or tofu and potatoes in my case. Of your training probably should be mostly free weights.
Yeah, sure. Tofu and garbage builds myofibular growth, but whatever, man. Yeah, you could say whatever you want. I mean, these people can say whatever they want. They can make up anything. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, like you can look at bodybuilders from like the 90s. Like look at how Kevin Levrone trained. And look at his physique compared to...
Yeah, look how he trained. He injected steroids. What does his fucking training, lifting a weight, have to do with anything the way he looks? Weights break proteins down faster than they're building up. And then there's a window for protein breakdown. There's a window for protein synthesis now. How much are you bringing in to synthesize? Oh, I know, 1,200 calories. Calories? Man, whatever.
The fucking competitors on stage now.
Whatever.
Like, look at Ronnie Coleman versus the competitors now. Dorian Yates, like, he used a lot of free weights.
Yeah, look at them now. Where's their muscles? If you could build muscle, where's their muscles? The muscle that you have on your body that you're born with, this muscle you growing up with, it's fucking permanent, dude. Get it? It is post-mitotic. And it's post-mitotic for a reason. To protect you. You can only hypertrophy. Hypertrophy and atrophy. Get it? It's really artificial what you're doing. Now, if you micro injure muscles and they go through a repair, growth, and a remodeling, that is totally different than just stacking up grip bricks.
They just looked better. They were like bigger, rounder, more dense looking. They had like a more complete physique.
No, they looked very mass with low body fat, taking anabolics. What density? Maybe there's some contractile proteins. I can't really say how much they built up there. But notice how fast it goes away. There's a difference between just trying to build up contractile proteins and getting these nuclei than actually going through a repair, right? A growth and a remodeling of that muscle. That will build density, but that doesn't add to the mass. The sarcoplasm does. It makes you look massive.
I think there is something to free weights. It's just got a special sauce. I know people like cite studies. Oh, but they gain muscle just as much. Like, you're not talking about,
Okay, whatever.
you know, people who are trying to become pro bodybuilders. You're talking about like normie fucking dipshits. So like in a small study that only lasts like 12 weeks or something. So I think there is something special about free weights where you do definitely want to include them in your training. But yeah.
He's just wasting his time, man. Unless you're specifically training for something that you're trying to make permanent, like exercise-induced muscle damage training. That's totally different. But you training, causing, metabolic stress, and then, whatever, trying to exceed breakdown protein, try to build up these contractile proteins, so forth and so on. Really, it's really based on the injuries to the muscle fiber. Really, that's how it really builds contractile protein. Gonna tell you the truth, man. You know what I mean? Now, I can't tell you how much these guys, if they got low-level damage or some damage, I got no clue. A remodeling process can be ongoing for years. Nobody knows in science. It could be an ongoing thing if you're going through a long process. Now, to be naturally on anabolic, you need to protein synthesis needs to exceed protein breakdown. You need to be in positive nitrogen balance for a long period of time. You need to be anabolic that whole time when you're trying to build fucking contractile proteins because you're trying to outpace the breakdown. And muscles are building up and breaking down proteins all day long. Get it, dude? So are you outpacing it? No. So that's why people take steroids like this guy, because he's on vegan slave diet, which is associated with negative nitrogen balance. So how the fuck could you build muscle? So of course he's got to take steroids. Get it? Now, is it all contractile proteins he's building in there? I don't know, man. Who the fuck knows? It's all sarcoplasmic for all I know. We'll see how fast when it goes away when he gets off. It goes really fast and it's really bullshit.
Okay. I use free weights at Gold's Gym and trained before I had my shift, which was from 3:45 to 12:15.
It doesn't matter what you use as long as you get a relative amount of micro damage or I don't know.
And after
or sarcoplasmic pump.
I got off work, or either that or if I was going to work a double, I would have about 2 hours in between.
Kenny donated $2. Let me see. Check out the setup for looking at your back gains. What the fuck?
For all I know, he's probably on TRT himself. He's missing his hair. So it's a possibility. Nobody knows exactly. There's something wrong there. A lot of these people online, all these exercise people, they have no hair in their head because high estrogen, it's associated with high estrogen, low hormone, more body fat, blah, blah, blah. All right, he's like scooting around here and stuff. I don't know what's going on.
Don't work out well for you unless you're John Jones.
All right.
Yes, he is not making a comeback. Thanks for the donation, though, Kenny.
which is 2 hours of paid time, by the way. And I would work until like 8 o'clock or so forth. But between those 2 hours, downstairs was the detention officer's little gym, and all of it was just free weights.
Okay.
So I would just get in another workout before I took a little bit more of my little spaghetti, and stuff. Or actually, I would take a little spaghetti before then, either that and
Again, spaghetti doesn't build muscles. Protein does.
then pop an energy drink or something in order
Again, energy drinks don't build muscles,
to
man.
keep me awake to do
If anything, these things can interfere with building contractile proteins.
my 16-hour shift and everything.
Yeah, okay.
But everything that I did,
Everything points to sarcoplasmic. His training and his eating is carbohydrate sarcoplasmic. He's actually just getting fat. He doesn't realize it, loading energy into the muscle.
in the late 90s, early 2000s, was for the most part free weights.
Okay, so
that's
what?
how I got big, and that's why.
So that's how you got big, because you lifted some free weights. That makes absolutely zero sense, man. When science tells you when protein synthesis outpaces protein breakdown, that's when you see that mass on that myofibrillar. And then there's sarcoplasmic, eating tons of carbs. That glycogen has to outpace glycogen breakdown. So is that how you got big? Because weights do not build muscles. They open a window for protein synthesis, and there's a window protein breakdown. Now you're breaking down proteins faster than they can build up.
My cousin is getting humongous there. It's just the free weights here.
So it's just a free weight. The free weights are getting you humongous. If that was true, then everybody would get huge doing weightlifting. This is bullshit.
If he was training, he wouldn't be
Whatever.
so big if he was training with mostly cables.
Oh, yeah.
And little rubber bands.
Sure, yeah. I know a lot of people. So he didn't eat anything. He lifted weights, and the weights built muscles without any food. Wow, it's a miracle, bro. It must be Jesus Christ.
Stuff like that,
All right, yeah.
And that's the problem with a lot of these pro bodybuilders. They're dependent too much upon machines, and they're dependent upon
Pro bodybuilders are dependent on steroids. Hello. Have you not noticed the last time? Have you not noticed that VeganGains is on steroids? Hello.
cables, and they're working more on their drug protocol than they're actually training.
Yeah, no kidding. The training, it means absolutely zero.
Training. You got to do some straight up brutal training. When you see Sean Ray,
They don't have to do brutal training. They're lifting very, very heavy, causing structural damages to the fiber on a very weak body. So they are lifting astronomically heavy. The hormone is exceeding what the capacity of what the body can handle. So yeah, of course there'd be some structural damage and some buildup of these contractile proteins. They're taking steroids. Are you lifting that heavy, causing that on a weak body? No, because you don't have that kind of hormone base to lift that heavy. This is just ridiculous. Myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. What controls the mass? Well, it ain't weightlifting.
is he in those old 90s videos? What is he mostly working out on? Free weights. Ronnie
So what?
Coleman,
They're on steroids. Hello?
come on, free weights.
Yeah,
All of-
steroids. Even Larry Wheels is going to meet people to ask them, what kind of steroids do you take? What's your stack? Hey, Smarkoff, what do you take? What kind? Oh, HGH and all that. Oh, yeah. You couldn't wait to ask him what he's taking. They all want to know what each other's taking. They don't care about their training's bullshit. All their training is garbage.
All of the great bodybuilders, the Kevin Lavronis, the Sean Rays, the Dorian Yates, the Mike.
Man, you could do fucking 200 rep sets for each body part. Your arms sit there and do straight in a row, 200 rep sets. As long as you get some structural damage, you're good to go, providing you're now in an anabolic growth state. Your protein is exceeding protein breakdown. You're fucking in positive nitrogen balance. That's how muscles build.
Metzers, the Arnold Schwarzenegger,
I mean, that's how they hypertrophy. You don't build muscle because it's post-mitotic.
and stuff like that, they were all using free weights. All right?
No, they weren't. They were all using steroids. That's what they were using.
I don't know if I pronounce Arnold Schwarzenegger's name wrong. It could
Yeah,
be.
even Arnold Schwarzenegger is an Arnold Schwarzenegger. Without his steroids, he'd be nobody.
But in any event, I'm not going to edit the video. But in any event, folks, that's the biggest part that actually plays in terms of VeganGains' training. It isn't just the drug. The drugs do make a difference here, that's for sure.
What are you talking about? They make all the difference. Hello? Man, what fucking planet are you on?
The spaghetti makes the difference here, but also the diet and most importantly, the training.
The diet is everything. The driver of hypertrophy of sarcoplasmic is when glycogen exceeds glycogen breakdown. And in myofibrillar growth, it tells you in NCBI PubMed. When protein synthesis outpaces protein breakdown, that's when you see that mass on that myofibrillar. Shut up, man. I'm so tired of hearing the bullshit.
Getting huge, mostly because all he's using is free weights.
It's fake, bro. It's fake. You're not building any muscle, bro. Your muscle has stopped growing at 15. All right, it capped off there. Whatever fibers you got, and now you're growing and they're stretching out. You got a certain fiber count you're built with. They're post-mitotic. You cannot build muscles, no matter if you walk with a bull or lift weights, or do anything. They're post-mitotic. They do not build, do not split, divide. Muscle cells don't split and divide and increase in number. Only the satellite cell could do that. But there is caps during hypertrophic process. Like it says, they do have a myonuclear. These domains have a cap. They're called myonuclear domain size limit. During hypertrophic process, when you reach during hypertrophic process, it goes beyond where the satellite cell can donate any more extra nuclei to that domain to support further muscle growth. Get it? To that domain. So you're gonna need more of these nuclei. So how do you get them? Smart guy, how do you get them?
I mean, it's free.
And tofu.
And he's doing clean and jerks too. You know, for some smelly vegans, they do some pretty hardcore workouts. So I will give them that there. But just wanted to offer my observation on the whole situation. But that's all I got to say for today.
All right.
Oh, man.
Well, pretty based.
I'll pin the best
That was a lot of bullshit, wasn't it?
comment. Coach Craig is a liar. Craig is a liar. He just
Hey,
cares about
Vince,
making.
what's up?
It's weird that you're required to take it before training. I mean, it doesn't really matter when you shoot up a trend or test, nor does it matter at what point of the day you take creatine. So why would it matter with Turk? The only supplement I can think of that you should take before working out is, well, pre-workout. But we'll come back to this in a little bit. Just keep that in mind. So, okay, if you're a regular dude, you're recommended around 2 pills
some
per
Turk.
day, or 3 if you aren't a bitch. Why does this matter? Well, my Zorplings, the box of Turk Builder Max contains 40 capsules. And if we do some quick Mike Jizretel math over here, that means that 1 box of Turk will roughly last you 13 to 20 days. Okay, dude, what's the problem here? The problem is that...
And what are you going to do with that stuff, man? You think they build myofibrillar growth? No, they don't. They don't build muscle, man. They're just like a placebo. You might start eating more of the peasant slave food diet, carbohydrates, and expand the sarcoplasm. You're not going to build anything there. These people are man, they're reaching.
goddamn box of Turk is $80 pre-tax and shipping. Let's come
All just to hypertrophy a muscle, which is ridiculous.
down. Let's say you really want the maximum Turk results. You want to give this thing the absolute best chance it has. So you decide to train how you're training right now.
Dude, that is insane when you think about it. $80 for something that will last you 13 days.
Yeah, just a waste of money.
So you're spending like
You're better off taking a steroid or something, I don't know. Or go eat some food, go to the buffet.
about $160 a month
It's crazy.
for something that does jack shit.
Yeah,
Literally.
I will agree with him. Yeah, it does jack shit.
Nothing.
It's nothing.
Best case scenario, this
Well,
thing.
even that if you notice the Trend twins, they eat cookies and donuts all day. So how are they looking the way they look? How do they look hypertrophied? You think cookies and donuts build muscles? Like they build muscles and stuff. Okay.
acts as like a serum, and all it's going to do is make you lose body water. Like, that's it. I spent $50 a month Canadian dollars, by the way. On testosterone, 210 milligrams a week. I gained 20
I believe him.
pounds of muscle.
There's no proof that he gained 20 pounds of muscle. Muscles are post-mitotic. You mean he hypertrophied, he gained maybe some myofibular growth to sarcoplasm? There's no way of telling the between the two. You need to take that, what was it called? Ultrography? Which, yeah, I think the ultrography is better than the DEXA scan. The DEXA scan can't distinguish between sarcoplasmic to myofibular growth. So you'd have to take this thing. It's a lot cheaper, apparently. I don't know, called ultrography or some bullshit. So you take that, put it in my community section. You take that, and they can test to see how much muscle, how much myofibular growth you actually gained.
In 2 months.
Yeah, if he gained that so rapidly, so fast. But he says he's on very low calorie. I could go back and we could go back in the video and go look at that. He says he's not eating. So how is he growing muscle? I mean, the contractile proteins, even science tells you, science says steroids do not build muscles. They're post-mitotic. They cannot bypass this, okay? This security measure. So they can help and aid in hypertrophying muscles because they synthesize protein. They synthesize protein, but without sufficient protein outpacing protein breakdown, how the fuck is he building his so-called, he says, muscle, these contractile proteins? He's not. So there must be a ratio of more sarcoplasmic to myofibular growth. See what I mean?
So for a third, less than a third the price, you can't even do the math on this because
his training isn't even geared for EIMD training, actually. It's not even geared towards that. He's just lifting every day, just lifting.
0 times anything is still 0.
Okay.
So let's be generous and say somebody on turkesterone built a gram of muscle.
All right.
So I've built...
How do you build a gram of muscle? What kind of muscle? Why do you keep saying muscle? What type of hypertrophy did you build? Sarcoplasmic or myofibular?
About 2,000 times more muscle mass than...
What kind of muscle mass? Sarcoplasmic or myofibular or both?
Anybody on...
Or one or the other?
Fucking turkesterone. And they're spending $160 a month versus my $50. Like,
Okay.
These supplements are for stupid people.
Like me, I did EIMD training. A lot of my muscle is permanent. The contractile proteins, they're permanent. To a degree, of course. I'm always in equilibrium to maintain it. That's how you maintain myofibular growth, providing you're in equilibrium, right? It's not based on lifting weights anymore. But to build these contractile protein, like to build real sarcomeres and parallel and series and all that, like you're building these myofibulars, you're going to have to go through training of fucking damage, repairing, and remodeling again and again and again and again. And you have to go through quite a long period of time because like a bone, it goes through a repair, remodeling. Dude, that whole section there, that's how this density is built. But that's density that has nothing to do with mass. Now, the mass mostly comes up from the sarcoplasm. It makes you look massive.
They are for dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Because if you're dumb, you're not going to take a drug that works. You're going to be stupid and think steroids are bad for you and evil people take steroids and...
No, I don't think evil people. Anybody could take what they want. People are smoking marijuana. Does that mean they're stupid or drinking beer or taking steroids? It's all the same shit to me.
I don't like needles because I'm a beta male faggot cuck. And, also...
Dude, I have nothing against people taking steroids. Do what you think is best for you. I don't care. I mean, I'm just putting out facts. That's all. I have nothing to do with beliefs or I'm thinking about something.
My parents won't give me their credit card for buying steroids, so they're okay with me buying bodybuilder supplements. And I really like Greg Doucette because I like the stupid videos he plays on his videos where there's the guy racing a cart and he's funny because of the loud noises that... pop up randomly in his videos, so I'm gonna buy his supplement because I'm a dum-dum. That's what it's for. It's for stupid people. Stupid people buy this fucking shit because that's what stupid people do. They can't figure things out. They don't have reasoning skills. Okay. They're fucking dumb. And they buy this shit. So, yeah, be a dumbass. Waste your money on something that doesn't work.
I agree with him.
When you could take something that's far cheaper
sure.
and actually works. Highly effectively. Vegan glue stick donated $2. Can't believe what a piece of shit Russell Brand is, coming from the guy who claimed he had too much empathy to shoot an elk.
Okay.
Well, he's totally full of shit. He's ex-vegan, right?
Can't believe how radically eating meat has changed me constitutionally, but don't take my word for it.
I was gonna say, that's amazing.
That's the first.
So he's weak and skinny and
more muscular and toned. He looks much better. Yeah. Guess he was fat.
he's attributing that to meat. Okay, you eat meat. I eat tofu.
Yeah, but you're on steroids, man. He's not on steroids.
And take steroids.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick with tofu and steroids.
So, did you try using tofu to build that body without the steroids? Man, this is cosmetic. It's artificial. This is artificial because you're taking artificial hormones. You don't produce those hormones.
Like,
why would you even want to compare? This doesn't make any sense unless, of course, you're brain damaged. You have brain damage, but okay, it's okay, man. You know, I've heard the vegan community, this vegan compilation, they've got a lot of brain damage on there. That's why they're no longer vegan.
Looks like an emaciated anorexic.
Yeah, because he was vegan. He's been vegan for, I don't know how long, for a long time. That's why he looks anorexic. He looks like a vegan anorexic person, yeah. That's what vegans look like.
What are we doing here?
Nothing. He's trying to reverse all the damage he did being a mentally sick vegan, yes. A herbivore. Trying to be a herbivore, eating grass all day in the field, trying to digest cellulose and fiber, which is impossible for humans. But okay, man.
This is the flex?
Yeah.
I'm anorexic? I'm weak?
Yeah, that's vegans. It's associated with anorexic and weak. Vegan diet. That's what it's associated with. Plants. Herbivore.
I can't do push-ups?
Yeah, when you're vegan, you can't do push-ups when you're eating herbivore.
Meat did this for me?
Yes, meat meat makes you strong. You could do push-ups and it'll start building up your mass, whatever mass you've lost there. I don't know.
Listen to him and not me.
Why would anybody listen to you? So everybody should take steroids that are weak and frail and fragile on a weak diet called herbivore diet? Okay.
Why am I not a fucking millionaire with the biggest podcast in the world?
Well, you should be. You're pretty smart. I would say, yeah. I'd give it to you, man, because you're a genius. You got that bar up there, pay your rent, and take a steroid. So, yeah. And everybody's still going to watch you anyways. So you definitely have hit the jackpot for sure. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just putting out facts.
This fucking idiot is an anorexic, emaciated beta male.
Yes, I would agree. This stupid maniac that was on a herbivore, crazy maniac vegan diet, who's emaciated himself to death, finally got the senses to eat normal food, meat. It's about time. He's about to croak and die soon.
Who can't do a single fucking push-up.
Yeah.
And is telling everybody, this is what happens when you eat meat.
Yeah, this is what happens when you eat vegan diet. And now he's eating meat, so he's restoring himself, yes.
And then here I am taking steroids and eating tofu.
Yes, here you are eating tofu, which isn't human food, but okay, you could put anything in your mouth, I guess, even bark, right? I guess you could, pretty soon you'll be eating rocks and considering that food, human food. But anyway, that is not human food. So tofu and steroids build muscles. Well, the last time I checked, it does not say in NCBI or anywhere in science that tofu builds muscles. It says when protein synthesis outpaces protein breakdown, and you need specific nutrients and these proteins and things to build these muscles. This isn't it, man.
But
Or to build this myofibrillar growth.
looking jacked as fuck, just absolutely wrecking shit.
Yeah, but you could look jacked, fakely jacked, and be all sarcoplasmic and not myofibrillar. You can misconstrue that strength because you're injecting hormones binding with the androgen receptor, giving you maximal force production. Okay.
And this guy, like, earns. It's got to be like what, at least 50 times what I make.
Because he's a lot smarter than you. You should be making as much as he is if you're as smart as he is, right?
Everyone's retarded.
Then why aren't you doing a podcast like him?
Like the world is constructed around stupid people.
Well, that's true. That is true. That's why VeganGains is smarter than all you, because he's playing with all you because you're stupid. You understand me? If you believe that steroids could build muscles, right? Even though muscles are post-mitotic, well, good luck trying that. See what I mean? But of course, VeganGains, he's a genius. He's building muscles, taking steroids. Get it? Yeah, eating tofu on top of it. But let me get this straight. But this motherfucker here on the left and the guy there on the bottom. So the guy at the top there, so he stopped being a so-called herbivore, vegan herbivore diet, and now he started to eat meat, and he's transforming. So, and he has a big podcast of over 10 million viewers, whatever. I don't know who's more stupid or who's smart, but okay. But I guess, you know, people change their opinions, I guess, what they're doing in their life. They make mistakes, humans. Because if humans actually really knew anything, they wouldn't fucking be here. They would know all the answers already to all their problems. That's why you have people like VeganGains over here, tofu and steroids, get it? He's building muscles, bro, even though they're post-mitotic. Then you got this crazy person at the top, vegan, turning like, I'm eating meat now. And then you got this guy at the bottom. He doesn't even know where he is. He says, fruits, not fruits, fruits, this, that, whatever. He's eating meat, he's all over the place, man. All these people are all over the place because they don't know anything because they're humans. They're not bright.
It's insane.
It is insane.
First time I've had abs in my whole life. What's going on? Tell me the science.
His first time having abs his whole life. He's either lying or doesn't remember having abs when he was a vegan in 2010.
Wow. He actually looked bigger and stronger, too. He actually looks fit.
What? He looks emaciated. He looks anorexic. Anemic and anorexic. That's what herbivore diet is associated with. These people that are telling you they're full vegans is a lie, because look at the vegan compilation. Eventually, they all suffer from scurvy and drop off. They're no longer vegan. So why is this asshole at the top over there that just appeared still a vegan, and this guy at the bottom here on the right still a vegan on steroids eating tofu? Yeah, okay. And what's his name there at the top there on the top corner behind the guy, the goofball there, the other vegan guy, who's now quit this stupid ass diet, this maniac, dumbass, crazy diet, and went normal now. He became a normal human being. Man, I don't know. This is just crazy. These people are nuts. Whatever. This
What?
is a clown show. This is a clown show.
Like,
He didn't uniquely give you abs. You
I
had
mean, look how many clowns are on here. 1, 2, 3, 4 clowns, bro. Get it?
them when you were a vegan. And
he was literally bigger and stronger, too.
since we're playing the anti
You have any proof he was bigger and stronger? You have. Where's your proof he was bigger and stronger? You just said he can't even fucking do a push-up or do any of these fucking things. What are you talking about?
out game, here's me, a vegan with abs. Amazing.
I just can't believe how radically.
No, he's not. He's a human with abs. That's what he is. There's a human being standing there with abs, okay? Have you seen panda bears? They have issues too. Bears eat meat, don't they? So why do pandas eat fucking bamboo and shoots? And how do they act when they do eat these bamboo shoots? What really is happening to them exactly? They're all fucked up. Want to know why they're fucked up? Because they're not really supposed to be eating that. They're not adapted to it. They're crazy bears. Yeah, they're easily pinged off by the Chinese.
Eating meat has changed me constitutionally, but don't take my
He literally looks like he has an eating disorder. Like, he looks fucked.
word for it.
Yeah, he's been eating plants his majority of his life. That's why.
What the fuck, dude? That is insane.
It is. You're just talking about your own community. He's fucked, the vegan community. Thank God he quit. I hope he restores himself eventually.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I gotta pee and poop again.
All right.
Wow.
VeganGains got to pee and poop again because it's all that fiber and cellulose which he can't digest. That's why it's got to pee and poop.
Well, I gotta pee again.
And the toxicity too.
But I also have to poop.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Do you pee when you sit down and poop at the same time?
We're probably gonna be doing a lot of pissing tonight.
All right. Okay. He's back again.
Protected class of race, which is in the PA Human Relations Act. So they could call.
Oh yeah, Human Relations Act. I don't want to know any of this. What's this?
Yes. They will just make testosterone and all these other anabolic drugs that much more accessible and affordable on the black market.
They've been on the market for decades. I don't know what generation you're from. I've been around a long time, and they are still around everywhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're just going to expand.
Man, China's got all kinds. You can go to China. They're the ones that produce the majority of the shit.
The black market.
Yeah, black market, okay.
No dodo about it. It's covered by OHIP.
OHIP covers
So in
steroids?
Canada, you can get blood work done for free.
Oh, blood work, yeah, it's for free, covered by OHIP for sure. No, but no steroids.
So all my blood work
I think you have to put yourself on some document thing, like you have to ask your doctor. I don't know. You can get free something. I don't know. Maybe Viagra, maybe drugs. I'm not sure. Maybe steroids. Who knows?
has pretty much been a few days ago. I got a big bag of CBD gummies. So it was like really.
Oh, not only taking steroids, might as well go the full fact, right? Get CBD drugs, bro.
Really low THC content.
Yeah, okay, low
FedEx Fearless. He's like such a huge.
Yeah, CBD. That's going to increase your testosterone. Yeah, for sure. Really high. Yeah.
Fan of hair transplants.
Okay. Yeah, hair transplants.
But then he tells
nope.
Maybe.
Looks like your hair's coming kinda out, isn't it? I don't know, man. I'm not really sure about it.
Oh, okay.
When
Silent Hill 2 remake came out, they were saying.
I want to go back to that guy where you was talking to him originally in the beginning. No, wasn't this? Where was it? Way back here somewhere. There he is. Let's go back here. Before that part, I think. Maybe it was here. Hold on. There it is.
Post about it on my Instagram.
Yeah.
It's on my Instagram. And like, by the way, the photo he used in the thumbnail, it's from this post.
Yeah.
And I literally say what I'm fucking on.
That's true. That's true.
There's no guessing. I literally say it.
Big so much. And the problem is that a lot of people are only taking the drugs that he's into account and not taking anything else. And the truth of the matter is,
why do they need to?
Is that while obviously, the spaghetti
it's cosmetic,
has helped increase his physique, I would honestly say that's only 25%.
What? It is 100%, bro. What are you talking about?
Of his increase in mass, and I've actually discussed this numerous times. Other pro bodybuilders from the 90s, Sean Ray, Flex Wheeler, Lee Haney, and other bodybuilders have discussed the exact same thing I'm going to tell you, folks.
Whatever. There's a part I want to see. There's a part where he talks about his training, what he's eating.
The spaghetti that he's been taking.
Yeah, shut up.
You trained wrong. If you had done exercise like I do, you would have been so much bigger.
Yeah, exactly. I can't find that part where he was talking about. What did he say? He says he's on other calories. I don't know where it is now.
3,200 calories?
Yeah, there it is.
Which isn't that much, all things considered.
Yeah, listen to this. Hold on.
I have, chances are the reason he trained that way is because it worked for him. Same with Dorian Yates. He had a very different training strategy.
Yes.
That worked for him. like, you can say what you want about me and, like, oh, I'm a terrible person and I'm a fucktard, I don't know anything.
Why are you terrible? Because you're smoking marijuana or taking steroids or drinking alcohol? Man, you're getting it legally, then there's nothing terrible.
I'm bigger than, like, 99.9% of people. I'm growing faster than most dudes on higher fucking
Well, that's kind of conceited, but okay.
doses of steroids. You will rarely ever see anybody build
You're hypertrophying, yes, okay. Faster than a good majority of people out there. Okay, taking steroids, yes.
muscle as quickly as I am right now.
You're not building muscle. Muscle's post-mitotic.
And if you do, chances are they're on higher doses anyway.
Okay.
Like the idea that, oh, you could have been big.
So higher doses build higher muscles, more muscles. Okay, whatever.
If you ate meat. Like, why would you think that?
You don't need that on steroids. Steroids are wasting drugs. Why the fuck do you need to eat nothing on steroids? In the natural world, like I said, you need to be in positive nitrogen balance, but not on steroids, because a nitrogen balance positive will put you in an anabolic growth state. But you have to be there all the time to keep growing, because you're skating uphill.
So he is taking an enormous amount of calories to fuel his workouts here.
No, he's not. That's the point of taking steroids, not to eat as many calories. That's the idea. That's why people take it. I bet you. Listen to what he has to say.
I'm not eating that much.
Yeah, he's eating lots of steroids. He says, I'm taking high dosages. He doesn't say he's eating high dosages of food.
I have that issue with eating.
Yeah.
Because of the antipsychotics.
Yeah, that's why he takes steroids, because of the antipsychotics. He's not eating.
My appetite is extremely suppressed. For the last few...
He's psychotic, so he has to take psychotics. You understand? You're dealing with a person that is psychotic. That's why he takes antipsychotics, to antipsychotic himself. Get it? And so it has problems. He has problems with his fucking appetite.
Weeks, I think, like, pretty consistently, I've successfully eaten around 3,200 calories.
Exactamento.
Which isn't that much, all things considered.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more some days, like 3,500, but I think I've been averaging about 32.
Yeah, and how much is that of, like, real protein, like animal protein? Not. So, is he still in positive nitrogen balance? Well, a steroid can put you in positive nitrogen balance. See what I mean? So it's doing something there, the hormone. Does he necessarily need to eat all these things, do all these things like in the natural world, natural people doing? No, he doesn't have to, because it's on steroids. It's cosmetic. It's artificial. When he goes off the steroids, bye-bye to all the artificial gains he gained on the steroids.
It's extremely difficult for me to eat a lot of food. Very difficult.
Yeah. Exactly. He's going to get skinnier and weaker than he's ever been when he goes off the steroids. His complete endocrine system is going to be shut down. It's going to be completely fucked. He's going to regret it eventually, I guess. I don't know with time. It's going to shorten your lifespan. This is a bad thing when your system is no longer working properly. It'll be crashed permanently, like permanent. You'd have to go off the steroids then and stay be on it as long as you were on it to begin with, going off of it in slower dosages to bring back your system. But he's not going to do that. The system will get a shock when he just goes right off the steroids. That's what a lot of people do. They just stop the steroids and your body goes into this shock and it just, boom, that's it. It's over.
If I were to try to get in 4,000, like, that would be
I bet you his balls at this point are probably disappearing. They're no longer producing testosterone because they don't need to. And that will be permanent as well. If you shrink your balls, it's permanent. See, me, I've been in a positive nitrogen balance the entire summer, from summer to fall. And my balls are fucking massive. because I'm eating at the buffet every day and eating all day, eating like a buffet. Bro, I'm just constantly consuming in positive nitrogen balance. And I wasn't even working out after the summertime to fall. I stopped doing anything. You know what I mean? Now I'm doing a little bit of calisthenics. I just started now the last week or so or something, doing some calisthenic shit. But that's really about basically it, you know? Yeah.
Real fucking struggle.
That's for starters here.
Yeah.
Without having
That's
to
for starters. Like, I know something. You don't know anything.
fuel for his workouts, the steroids wouldn't do him no bit of good. But here's
What are you talking about?
the main thing. And again, this is something that a lot of bodybuilders have discussed. It's an issue with the most common modern bodybuilders that's out there on the stage right now.
They don't train hard.
And that is the fact as far as to
They don't train hard. They don't need to. They're on steroids. What planet are these people, both of them, on? What planet are they on?
the type of training
Oh my
that's being
God.
done.
What training do you need to hypertrophy a muscle? Duh. What training do you need?
And one thing that is quite
it's pussy
noticeable
training.
is this. VeganGains
Training does not hypertrophy muscles. Fucking man. Food does.
only uses, really, for the most part, free weights.
So what?
I'm not seeing him use a cable weight or anything else.
He doesn't need to. He's on steroids, dude. Everything is gonna hypertrophy. Even if he's not doing his neck and he's just doing his body, whatever, it will hypertrophy. It will hypertrophy.
Yeah, I only just recently got the belt squat machine, so I've been doing some cable rows. But 90% of what I'm doing, it's all free weights.
Practically all he
Yeah, that's all you need.
uses is just straight up free weights.
Yep.
And I will tell you for a fact that nothing builds muscle quicker than free weights.
I'm done with this video. Free weights do not build muscles, man. Or weights do not build muscles. This guy's fucking on some fucking weird planet. I don't know. Anyways, that was it, because that's all the video I wanted to go through. I already did this. That was the part I missed about the calories. I'm done, man. See you in the next video. See what else. If he's going to bring up something else here at the end. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. He's just got some talk show shit here. I guess that's it.
Take 3 pills per day. That means that you will need 90 pills to get through the month. But since the box comes in packs of 40, and since you're small,
Oh, this sounds good. Let's see. Let's watch this. I guess I missed this. Hold on.
Bizarre ideological nonsense.
free shipping and tax on a supplement that we have
Yeah, or you could spend $50 a month on test.
no idea if it even does anything, and you only get a month's supply of it. Compared it to subscribing to Sorp, which is free and it gives you a lifetime supply of content, I think the value proposition is not looking good for Uncle Greg's testosterone over here. Now let's calm down. There's a return policy and a $20 gift card. If you spend all the money on Turk, you can just get it back, right? Right?
And we have a money back guarantee and a $20 gift card.
Right.
If it doesn't exceed your expectations,
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God.
There's a money back guarantee if it doesn't meet your expectations.
I have to poop. Okay, now
Holy shit, he's got to poop again.
I really have to poop. I'll be right back. I'm
Oh, brother's got to poop again.
just gonna go take a poop.
All right.
And pee.
And pee. Oh my God.
Poo-poo time is always pee-pee time.
Pee time, poop time. Okay, let me hold on a second.
Ew.
I like that
A
video.
lifetime supply of content, I think the value proposition is not looking good for Uncle Greg's testosterone.
I like this video, man. It was
A lifetime
cool.
supply of content, I think the
After it's published, we said.
free shipping and tax.
It's all ideological and insane.
Here
You
it
take
goes.
3 pills per day. That means that you will need 90 pills to get through the month.
Yes, this is it.
But since the box comes in packs of 40, and
Yeah.
since you're smart, you of course wouldn't buy 1 box at a time because then you'll be paying for shipping 3 times. So you decide, okay, let's give this a
Yep.
try and just buy 3 boxes. Ladies and gentlemen, this means you're spending $240 free shipping and tax on a supplement that we have
Yeah, or you could spend $50 a month on test.
No idea if it even does anything, and you only get a month's supply of it. Compared it to subscribing to Sorp, which is free and it gives you a lifetime supply of content, I think the value proposition is not looking good for Uncle Greg's Testosterone over here. Now let's calm down.
I would agree.
There's a return policy and a $20 gift card. If you spend all the money on Turk, you can just get it back, right? Right?
And we have a money-back guarantee and a $20 gift card. If it doesn't exceed your expectations,
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Yeah, just gotta go to the washroom. Did he come back yet? Nope. He's still in the washroom, bro. He's still pooping in the washroom. He's washroom pooping or something. I don't know. Is this feed running? Yeah, it is. I don't know if he's coming back, man. I like that. This part was interesting. Man, I don't know. I don't think he's coming back, bro. We're at 50 minutes now. Oh, well. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'm out because he's gone to do his poops or something, dude. Yeah, he's gone to poop. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.